So, dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. And be comfortable yourself and relax your body. So, once we get connected with our other students, we're ready to start the session for today. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. So in case if you can't hear the sound, bell sound, just be relaxed and focus to the silence. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, let's take few minutes to understand practicing meditation. Why is important and how it can help you to gain more wisdom, and at the same time how you can find the right path. Because in this conventional world, we all look for happiness and satisfaction. That is the nature of the ordinary person. So when it comes to Dharma, it gives something else. So then you have to remember there are two ways. So one way is finding the happiness. And the another one is finding the truth. These are totally different ways, two different ways. Finding happiness and finding truth. So the finding happiness has a certain way, engage with the world, go with day-to-day activities and finding goals, achieve to it and regaining it, maintaining it, resisting things and protecting it. So kind of like there is a way that you can find happiness. But finding truth is totally different. So when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, we call Buddha Dharma. So the here, Dhamma or the Dharma means the ultimate truth or the universal truth. The Buddha is the one who found it. So the Buddha found the ultimate truth. So that's why we call the Buddha Dharma. So when it comes to the Buddha Dharma, it takes you to get into the very bottom of this reality and understand the ultimate truth. To find the happiness and satisfaction, there are many other ways. So then, these two different ways. And sometimes if you try to find the happiness through the truth, you may not going to get it. Or maybe if you try to find the truth, being happy, maybe you may not going to find it. So the very nature of the ultimate reality, it unchangeable, unmovable, and it not belong to a time or it not belong to a person. It is the very foundation of this everything. But when it comes to the today, what happens? So we have the Buddhist culture, tradition, philosophy, and sometimes people say it kind of like a way of life. So people practice Buddhism in many different ways, and there are many kind of ways that people study about the Buddhism. But we everybody do this under the umbrella of this ultimate truth. So we have concept, ideas related to the philosophy, culture, tradition. So what happens that we try to absorb this ultimate truth and convert it to a culture or tradition or philosophy, and then we maintain it. And sometimes it's not going to help us to get into the real bottom of the ultimate truth. Why? Because the very nature of this conventional mind, it's always try to get into the happiness. So we try to be happy in a certain way with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. In the moment, with the perception we perceive, through the feelings we ignite, we become happy. And it's a moment of feeling happy. You drink something, you become happy. See something, in the moment you become happy. Hear something, you become happy. Feel something, you become happy. So happy means it's a moment of experience. So the happy, then we continue to happiness. When you keep continue the very, very kind of like a bunch of happy moments, then you collect it as a happiness. So happiness is a kind of like a need a kind of like it has a long duration. It has a more deeper kind of like a strong depth rather than moment of happiness, the moment of the happy environment. So kind of like when you continue happy moment like 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 year, so then through that you gain happiness. So when the happiness becomes stronger, your mind start to absorb it and experience it, and then you into that happiness, you absorb it, be with it, and that is where we call the bliss. So it is little bit stronger than happiness, the bliss. And then when you keep continue it, the bliss moment, when the duration becomes stronger, what happened? Then you enter to ecstasy. So the very ecstasy means it's kind of like you become harnessed with existence. You become harnessed with the environment. The physical material world become together. Ecstasy. You don't feel any difference. It is the highest level of happiness, the extreme level of happiness, ecstasy. And in kind of like people explain it kind of like a high mental powers. It's a moment of kind of like a transit. But still, you have to understand it's a kind of like the moment of experience, ecstasy. It's a moment of experience with this physical body and mind. It's the inside the physical body and mind, you experience ecstasy. So it's not going to be forever. One day it's going to end. Then what happened? Then your mind go back to the very basic level. That is the happiness path. Happiness, bliss, and then ecstasy. What is called ecstasy. Harness with existence. Ecstasy. So from that is the way in the conventional world we go through, and that is what most of time people mesmerize, and that is what people look for. So that is the material way of success. But when it comes to truth, it is totally different. It's when it go with the truth. So when it go with the happiness, you always have a nature to resist something, hold and grasp and clinging to something. Try to understand this. That's the very nature of developing happiness. But when you go towards the truth, there is no resistance. There is no that you go against something. You go into something and you understand it rather than stay away from it. So as example, when you go through happiness, that you always resist the unhappy moment. And when it comes to pain, sometimes if you look for happiness, you resist the pain. But when you go towards the truth, you don't resist the pain. You try to understand the pain. So then just imagine in day-to-day life, most of time we always develop a mind to go against things rather than understanding what this is, why this happened, how this happened, especially related to our own life experience. So then always remember yourself. The meditation is not kind of like you try to achieve to a goal. So the meditation is kind of like a way that you become open and with the very clear mind, try to understand. So for that, you have to have that kind of like a different skill. That is something that you have to understand. Because that in conventional level of that in day-to-day life, this what we use to find this happiness and satisfaction may not going to work for finding truth. But still there is a way you can slowly kind of like a shift that that what we already have as ordinary people, you can use to find the truth. So that is where you learning and practice. So basically there are many other ways, but today I'm going to mention 2 ways. So then we have this nature to find the joy through happiness. So then you can use it as a foundation or ladder or as a path to develop a method to go towards the truth. How you can do that? So as example, meditation. You can use that joy or happiness practicing meditation. So just imagine you like to do meditation. Doing meditation make you happy. So for that is where you need the faith, conviction, trust. Because when you have the faith that whatever you do, it make you happy. So then always remember that being generous, maybe you can be happy being generous. Being kind, you can be happy. Of course, there are many other ways. We are using all the material things. We look for happiness, but now you use the same mental nature to become develop something that deeper spiritual path. Rather than watching and enjoying a drama or movie, now you have the compassion and you become happy. Rather than eating something, you give something, and then that way you become happy. Rather than hearing something, enjoying yourself like a music or any kind of song or kind of like that, maybe you can use that time to hear to somebody and listen to somebody with the compassion, and through that you develop a different kind of current in you. Or maybe you can kind of like listen to silence, even being silence. And physically, we always we have the effort to find our own comfort. Now, maybe you can sacrifice your own physical energy to do something for other people, which we call seva. You become generous with your actions. And through that way, you become happy. See that? Now you slowly start to develop something. And that happiness, rather than take you towards the bliss and ecstasy, it slowly start to take you towards the truth. How? Because that happiness slowly reduce the power of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. It purify your mind. And it make you sharp and clear inside you. So this purification is the important part. Because once the mind purify, your mind become more clear, sharp. When you have the clear mind, you are capable to understand that whatever experience little bit more deeper, rather than holding or grasping or clinging to it. So that is one way. So remember, in the conventional world, with the physical material world, there is a current. We go towards the happiness. We always try to be happy. There is a song called Happy, Happy, Happy. And then it continue to happiness, bliss, ecstasy. But our intention is go towards the truth. So now what we do, we try to detour this happiness. Rather than go towards the ecstasy, we try to go towards the understanding. So then what we do, we use the same energy, the happiness, in a different way. So rather than with the self-centered idea to find the happiness and satisfaction, now we do things with the joy, happiness related to faith, and kind of like doing spiritual things. Like sometimes you go to temple, church, mosque, and you do your spiritual things and chanting, praying, and it make you happy. And you become generous, it make you happy. You have the loving kindness and compassion, it make you happy. And you forgive, it make you happy. So that happiness help to reduce the power of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. That's mean it helped to purify the mind. So remember that ecstasy sometimes can make you dark and kind of like make you blind. That's why through the drugs, people try to get into that. And there are many other ways people try to find that ecstasy. But there are some people, it kind of like visualizing, dreaming, chanting, they try to get into that. And sometimes it take you away from deeper understanding. But if you detour it and take the faith and go behind the faith and find the path, go towards the liberation or the Dhamma, and now you purify the mind. Purify the mind. So that is one way. And another way, that is called effort and endurance. Effort. It's not for everybody. This everything is not for everybody. But sometimes maybe you can change the pattern. So one moment you take the path, go towards take the practice with the joy, happiness, bliss, ecstasy. And another way, sometimes you develop the effort. So when it comes to effort and endurance, that's mean just imagine you sit for meditation. You want to do 5 minutes. You start with kind of like the first method with the joy, or you like to do meditation and you sit for meditation. But now within 5 minutes, you feel kind of like this is enough. You want to pray, or you want to do some religious activity, you want to have the loving kindness, you want to be generous, but within few moments you feel, no, I'm not going to do it. So now you need the effort to hold it. It's a totally different way than the joy. See that? But beginning point that you start it with the happiness, but now you use a different method, effort. So then you have to generate some energy and keep continue. And endurance. And there are many challenges come, setbacks. But you have to have the ability to maintain focus and determination to be with it. And so that is one thing. And other thing is, and sometimes you can suddenly start with the effort and endurance. So when you go to do this, you have to be very careful. The most of time, lot of people put the effort to resist things. But remember, we cannot fight ourselves. We cannot fight with the nature. We cannot fight with the world. We cannot fight with the Dharma. We cannot fight with the universe. But still, you are capable of more than what you think. So, there is a way that you can do, but not resisting. So then when the very first thing that you have to remember, when you put the effort and endurance, don't apply it to stop things. Just an example, if you are doing something unwholesome, or if you are doing something that improfitable, Maybe you think, oh, I want to stop this. And you try to do it. Maybe it's not going to work. So then first what you need to do then? First, try to use the effort not to develop the desire inside you, or whatever the satisfaction that you go through, whatever you like to kind of like make you happy in a conventional level with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. And start to reduce that happy things. So as example, eating. You feel like you want to eat. You like to eat. Now it is that sweet in front of you. So that there is no one that can stop you. It is your conscious decision. It's now available. So in that very moment, you bring the effort not to eat it. So that all the odds and all the stars in this universe align with you to do something. That was, you are waiting to do it. Now it is, just you have to do it. It's now yours. But you see, it came out of deeper desire to make it happen, and now it's there. Now you're going to fulfill your desire. In that very moment, you don't do it. You put the effort not to do it. It's not challenging. It's not kind of like a resisting, because it's kind of like a shifting your mind, because now you just have no one to stop it. You can do it. You have the power to do it. Then there's nothing to resist. Only thing is, it's a kind of like you shifting, you jump the timeline little bit forward. Then after that, you just imagine that I want to drink cup of water, tea, and I make it here now, that it's in my hand, and now it is on my own power, and no one can stop it. Now I can drink it. A deeper desire. I spent so much time and went to market and find the copy, and brought it, and I bought a copy machine and make it the way I want, and bought the milk and all other necessary things, and put the honey or the sugar or any other things. Now with make it, now I have the opportunity. I make it now. It's in my hand now. So just imagine, if just moment of action, after 1 minute, what will happen then? It's gone. So then that deeper, that desire become fulfilled. That's it. Then what will happen? It's going to go to another moment. But now what I do, my consciousness jump little bit forward from this timeline, 1 minute ahead. Then the same thing you feel. End of the day, whatever the struggle that you went through, just look after that, what is that? Just nothing. So you put the effort not to conquer unwholesome things, but to go through this desire, happiness, satisfaction, And when you come to the real moment, you have the effort, withdraw from it. There's nothing wrong about it. You are not saying, oh, this is bad, this is wrong. Oh, no. You pass that conscious moment. So like that, you put the effort to move forward. And you go towards the happy moments, and you're not going to be craving to find the happiness. You reduce the power of the desire with the understanding. After you achieve it, what else? Nothing. The time will pass. All the happy moment that you went through, it's not going to be there. It's going to go away. So, when you're capable to do that, what happens? Unwholesome action, that whatever you keep doing, become powerless, weaker. Improfitable action, that whatever you keep doing, it's going to become weaker, powerless. What the mistake most of time we do, listen this very carefully and try to understand. So you do all the effort to do the happy things. Whatever you like, you put all the effort to keep doing it. And then what happens when the unhappy things come, you put your maximum effort to reduce it. Stop it. It's not going to work. Because the very reason is that whatever unhappy or unwholesome actions or unprofitable action has a deeper connection to whatever the profitable or wholesome action. So when you have the deeper cravingness, desire to fulfill it, the other side also become stronger. So that's why now you put the effort and endurance towards not to fulfill this happy moment. And in that way, that whatever unhappy moments become weaker, weaker, weaker. So you don't go towards the unhappy things to stop, unlike things to stop. You go put the effort to reduce the power of the whatever the things that you like. Another thing is, sometimes you can put the effort, maybe really that there's no idea to do something good, kind of like a wholesome action. You have no interest, no idea to do it, but you put the effort to start it. It's kind of like you go through suffering, because the endurance, this the thought challenge, it's kind of like give us an unpleasant feeling, turbulence inside us. And sometimes good things we don't want to do. We feel uncomfortable with good things, profitable things, wholesome actions. But now you put the effort to go through it. So it's kind of like a suffering. It's kind of like unhappiness for the moment, but it takes you towards the truth. So day by day, little by little, when you start to go towards that, when you come closer to the truth, little by little, your deeper understanding going to change. So then remember, you cannot do this kind of like a very quickly. So the quickly, so the doing things fast, go towards the happiness. Because just imagine, when you want to be happy, you want to quick, that the very instant. You become happy very quick for just a moment. To achieve to that moment, you are so hurry, your system build up to that. Get into that moment, get into that moment. So when people addicted to physically become happy, in the conventional level of become happy, they want it right away. They try to get it right away. And that is where that they have the kind of like frustration, anxiety, depression, because when that moment not going to happen, they cannot hold it. See that when the ecstasy is come closer, you have no power. You just jump into it. That's the nature of happiness. It's a kind of like a fast track. This physical body built like that way in our past experience. Through that we generate this everything. Look at this world with this consumer product and the machines, technology, that gadgetics, this everything right away, get it right away, very quick. That's the nature of happiness, the conventional level of happiness. Get it very fast. But the truth is totally different. Try to understand and apply it to yourself. When you go towards the truth, in that path, you have to slow down. Slow down. Increase the duration. Slow down, increase the duration, help you to go deeper. So, and the depth you can grab through observing and recognizing, rather than becoming mesmerized with ecstasy. So that is the different taste that you gain when you practice the meditation. But in the conventional level, just imagine, with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, if you look for happiness and satisfaction, right away you want it. Right away you want it. Eating, you want to be happy. You cannot just wait. No. Seeing something, you want to be happy right away. Hearing, you want to be happy right away. Physically, contacts, right away you want to be happy. You become faster. But when you go towards the truth, slow down. Withdraw from the moment. It's kind of like this. Just imagine, you are sitting right here, right now, like this. And how about let the body to be in this place, withdraw your consciousness from the body and little bit jump backward, like a 5 minute backward from this point to your past, and observe from that this moment. It's slow down, you will see how make you sharp and clear. Look at in any laboratory, any experiment, scientists, whoever that go deeper into something, They don't do it very quick. They have a skill to slow down, slow down. And at the same time, slowing down and unification of the mind. It's not too many thinking, but in the conventional level of happiness, scattered of the mind. You become very quick, instant, and scattered. That is where you feel happy, ecstasy. That's when you want to eat something, you hear the music, the smell is good, and a lot of outside decorations, and that is where you become. So the mind scattered everywhere, everything jumping to each and everything always. You eating, or you become happy, and the smell is good, and the environment, the outside nature is look beautiful, and maybe the people or whoever you like, and everybody sit together, eat like that. Just imagine if you sit to somebody that you don't like, maybe that what you eat, it doesn't make you good, feel good. See, that's the nature of the conventional level of happiness or ecstasy. But deeper, when you go towards the truth or the understanding, it's totally different. Mind become unified. It doesn't grab too many details. Mind itself start to develop a self-discipline to be with one thing. And it becomes slow. Duration, depth. So when you have that quality, when you develop that quality with the effort, little by little, you start to see things as they are. And then at the same time, when you slow down, what happens? Your mind capable to develop this critical, analytical understanding. If things become so fast, quick, you cannot do it from the beginning, the basic level. So that's why slow down make you sharp and clear. You develop your critical analytical understanding, and then that whatever the form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition arise, you are capable to recognize it as it is. And not only that, by the time you are capable to see how it come to be as it is, and you are capable to see the very ultimate truth. Remember, that is the way to find liberation or the freedom. When the mind capable to see how things come to be as they are, the mind itself become free from it. So it is possible. So only thing is, you have to understand the mechanism clearly and apply it properly and practice it consistent, and then by the time evaluate it, examine it like an experiment rather than hold into it, and try to look yourself without any kind of attachment, without becoming biased to that your practice. Start to look. So then you're going to see that deeper, that your mind, how your mind works. So whatever happiness, unhappiness, sadness, worry, disappointment, fear, satisfaction, or suffering, joy, bliss, this everything in the mind, that it's the mental game that we happening. It's everything inside us. It's a mental quality. So then once you see it, you become free from it. So it is possible. Remember, 2,600 years, generations to generations, this Dharma came to us. So you hear this, there is a reason behind it. You look for something. That what you look for is not just the happiness. It's something little bit different than happiness. If you look very carefully, how many happy moments you had, you know how to be happy, but still why you keep listening to this? Because you look for truth. So don't then just keep applying the happiness path to find the truth. What you need to do, there is a way that you have to walk towards the truth. So start to find it, master it, develop it. There's nothing wrong with being happy, joyful, nothing wrong that you get into ecstasy. But don't look the truth there. For the truth, there's a different way. So then start to walk in that path. So then you're going to find it. So with that, we're going to practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck get straight in one line. Be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Swapatveva O, may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So try to focus to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Don't be hurry. So try to slow down yourself and start to observe the inhalation, exhalation, and let the air to breathe for you. So when it happens, just recognize, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, and to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Please say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha, Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity, and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata ca amnihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabbha sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabbha sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabbha sampatti siddhya. Imaya Dhammanudhamma Patipattiya Buddhang Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Addaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jaravyadi Maranamha Paribunjissami Idamme punyakammang asavakkayavang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless.